Hey everybody, good morning. It is about, I think 7 Central Time where I am. My sleeping schedule is now switched around, so I'm waking up early in the morning. To where I'm waking up early in the morning. This your boy, Kyle, aka Vulcan Wolverine. Not feeling so chipper. Are we having fun yet? Are we having fun yet? Years and years and years of torture, and my brain is being raped with microwaves, which I'm sure a lot of y'all are experiencing too. Not doing that great, not having much fun here. But we keep fighting, you know. I can't even, like, usually I'd get on a video like this in my car, and I'd have all these topics I want to talk about, having to relating to targeting, but the short-term memory attacks are just so bad. Like, anything that I think of to bring up or go research or something, I'll immediately lose it. Like, it's because my attackers are just attacking my short-term memory. Anyway, I'm gonna fight through it. I'm gonna adapt. We've got to adapt to this. Our world is at war. And good is at war with evil. Compliance is at war with creative thinking, actually doing the right thing. But I did want to make a. I'm driving to the convenience store. Oh man, there's so much construction and so much traffic on this street. This guy let me in. Cool. I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, I'm just riding to the convenience store. There's one like right across from me, but it doesn't have the type of electronic cigarettes I get. So I'm gonna drive further down. I thought I'd do like, 15-minute video going there, see if I see any vehicular stalking. I'm getting, and I don't hear this from a lot of other targeted individuals, and I think they pretty much tailor-make my gang stalking so that it's very, very unbelievable. I think they do that to everybody, but, I still get the one-light vehicles, when I go out. Not a lot of sheriff's department, state police, or city police anymore. Not a lot of EMS workers or fire trucks. I used to get that a lot, but they've somehow pulled those people off like authority figures and just kept the one light vehicle stalking going, and the actually changing lights on me, like street lights. They haven't this morning, so it's kind of when they pick and choose to do it. That's the toughest thing about this too, and streetlights regularly change on people, so this stuff gets all mixed in with the stuff that regularly happens. But when and I guess I don't know who's doing it. The people who control the streetlights are are working for DHS fusion centers, or our actual electronics corps, the people microwaving us, actually have access to the grid. It's hard to imagine that they would just give people some power, during times of high traffic to actually do that, because it's very dangerous and it really messes with traffic. But it's happening. See this light change right when I'm going to, and I noticed that if it happens, it's it's a shorter light change. It'll be like 10 seconds or something, or it'll be like 6 seconds as opposed to 15 seconds or 20 seconds, a longer light. But so my gang stalking when I go out driving isn't horrible right now. I don't think my attackers, I don't think they can justify it with DHS fusion centers. I think they've moved on to other targets with the gang stalking, because they're mainly focused on just destroying my nervous system and my brain. Like, I think they've gotten all that they want out of the shock and awe, let's try and make this guy paranoid, kind of trauma that they do with gang stalking. So that's good news for some of you guys who maybe this all just started. If you get through it long enough and you kind of ignore the gang stalking, because you just have to start ignoring it. I mean, you have to start ignoring it if you want to not go insane. And then if you do that, they can't justify, some of the gang stalking. They actually, call off some of the DHS fusions and gang stalking if it's not upsetting you. There is, however, it's that city police right there. But I can't even think right now, guys. Trying to think of some things to just breakthroughs. The deal is that this should have, the thing that I'm going to say is it should have never happened, obviously. I mean, this is evil. It's just so crazy. It was planned for a long time, and something very evil happened. A lot of programs, not just the targeting program, but there's so many evil things that shouldn't have happened. But, when the Cuban embassy incident happened, where the American embassy workers and the Canadian, and there's another one, two of those, when the Cuban embassy incident happened and they were hit with microwaves, that should have been it. That should have been it. The people, us in the world, the other citizens in the world who are saying that this is happening, it should have been the end. With the next day, we should have been able to go to the doctor's office and been like, hey, I need medical help for being hit with remote microwaves. Police should have listened to us. When it was in the mainstream news, that should have been it. And especially with the China consulate, that should be the end of it. The fact that it's not the end of it, the fact that this keeps going on and on and on, and people are even going to use those incidences, to make us look crazy. They're going to be like, oh, well, it's because the China consulate, those people getting hit with something remote, and these people have seen that, and they think they're being hit with something because they're mentally ill, even though for a many number of years it's been going on before that, and people talking about it way before that. Why can't we just go to a doctor? Why am I still not going to a doctor and saying, hey, can I get medical help for this? Because I know he would still, try and put me into a mental institution, even though people, the China consulate workers and the Cuban embassy workers, they're getting the best medical treatment possible that their country can afford them. That just says everything about our society. That it's lock, stock, and two smoking barrels, done. Already figured out that this stuff exists, and if those embassy workers were getting hit by weapons, obviously there's research and development on those weapons. The fact that our society, does not see that, does not care, and is just thinking how the pyramidal structure wants them to think. I just saw like two one-line cars on the other side. I can get them. It's dangerous because this pyramidal top-down structure is genociding people, torturing them, experimenting on them, using their bodies and their brains and their nervous systems for research, mine included. And when we think how they want us to think, when we think how the system wants us to think, then we are sitting ducks, because they want us to just relax and not believe that any bad stuff is going on and wait for our turn to die. It's horrible. It's horrible to say, and it's a horrible thing to think of. This all really sucks, but that's just the truth, So we got to start kind of, critically thinking. I know that targeted individuals do. I hope that I'm, getting through. I hope that some non-targeted individuals come through and maybe see this. I'm having a lot of trouble though. Just with your short-term memory is how you talk. It's like how you communicate, because you're going through things and you have stuff up on bat, and I was able to combat it for a long time. It's just really hit me hard now. Like, they've been at it for so long that it's really affecting me. My attackers have been at it for so long. I will get through this. I will adapt to it. It's just it's a time when I really want to be hitting it hard. I want to, because I had to move my live stream over to a secondary channel, and it's just like, I've never sat there for days and days like, man, I can't even think. I can't even think to make a video, you know, just to put some information out. Kind of have to get the information out in front of me, which I think is a good idea for us. If you know, if our memories are being attacked really badly and our brains are just being, you know, I guess I don't want to say permanently injured, but at least for the time being, you know, our brains are being held down by microwaves. It's a good idea to kind of get the information in front of you and to do a presentation like that. Man, I don't know, guys. I'm gonna make another video. I'm gonna kind of drive around. I don't think I even got a light change this morning. I think that was a normal light change. I got a couple of one-light vehicles. This is a Terminex. My attackers do that. They will drive pest control by me. It's like this kind of, oh, you're a pest and we're gonna kill you because you're a cockroach or something. I don't know. This stuff is just going through it for so long. It's like, you know, I'm just like, yep, this is how it is. We're being murdered in our society, and you know, people are just getting involved with gang stalking, and they don't believe us, but they'll go ahead and participate in the murder. Yep, that's basically what we're dealing with. Gotten to a point where I'm just, I don't want to go into like what I'm going through personally, not yet. I'll eventually tell y'all, but I kind of want to try and remain as positive as can be. My you know, my thoughts on this are that we, you know, like I said on one of my videos, you know, sometimes you have to throw out strategy to be strategic, and I think sometimes you have to be negative to be positive. Like, you have to say what's going on. You have to say how bad it is so that you know and that everybody knows what you're dealing with, and then be positive, you know. But it has to be a balance. You can't just be like, oh, everything's great all the time, I'm doing great, and then nobody knows how anybody else is doing, and we're all just like dying in our homes, and then when we see each other, we're like, yeah, doing great. You know, we've all got to come up with a better balance than that, you know, so we don't have any more crystals. And I know that's a impossibility, because that's going to happen again. You know, we're going to lose more people. But we got to try our best to, you know, to speak out, to say when it's really bad so that it doesn't get that bad. Alright, I'm going to go in and get like an energy drink and stuff, guys. Nothing much happened in this video. I don't even know if I'm going to put it out. Yeah, I guess so. I'll put this out, but I'm going to put some more videos out today. I think I'm going to do a video on my channel. I feel like when I feel okay to do it, I got to kind of make a lot of videos now, because I might then spend a couple of days, you know, not being able to think at all, and just being very, very sick from these attacks. You know, so when I feel a day where it's like I can do, I don't even know what day it is. Is it Monday? It's Monday, huh? Yeah, just the days flowing into each other, not knowing, you know, what time I went to sleep the night before, and waking up and just, you know, not really having a schedule, not being able to remember what schedule I'm on or what I did the day before. I would bet that I played video games. But really not being able to remember the exact details of what the day before, you know, all the details of what I did. Oh, this is, there's no words for how bad this is. It's just kind of like, I want it to just be like, ugh, it sucks, this sucks, this sucks. But we're going to keep fighting. So many people are fighting out there, and I'm going to be looking to dig up more concrete information that can help us, and also going down some individual roads that, well, I'll talk about that on the next video. I'll talk about kind of how I see my long-term planning for this, and that could change, you know, because things do pop off, and things kind of get going, and then you kind of adapt to get in on it, you know, to kind of get in on the new stuff going on. I'm not explaining it good at all. I just woke up, and my brain is just microwaved to bits. Alright, I'm gonna get an energy drink, and I'm gonna make another little short video after this one, guys. Not making much sense. Alright.